Respected friends, welcome you all. Gratitudes, salutations, hearty. Congratulations for being here every day. Keep it up. They are the wishes and prayers that the Lord keeps us on this path till we reach the goal. Seven tapasyas we are here to do like every day as our practices and offerings. Vedic chanting, mantra dhyanam, common sense thought, San, mm, Guru and Shanti mantras, Sankalpa, Upanishad mantra Parayanam, studying the Upanishad. The beautiful 18th mantra of 6th chapter of Shwethashwathara we are steadily studying, in which the need and way of Sharanagati, and to whom we have to do Sharanagati, and what is the meaning of Sharanagati. These very crucial topics we are trying to discuss, analyze, understand, digest, assimilate, etc. And it is in our hands, after understanding, to practice it and to abide in it. All these we are doing so that we get uninterrupted blessings from the Parabrahma Ishvara, Jaganmata, Devatagana, and Guru Gana, Shastra Gana, so that our Vyaktitva is blossoming day by day. Inside to unite with the ultimate, outside again to unite with the world in beautiful cohesiveness, coordination with the world, that the world is so happy in our presence. Here we are, the first topic of Vedic chanting. Atharvana Veda, Adbhuta Suktams, we are learning one after the other, around more than 25 we have learned. Let us see how many are there. Further, we keep on doing. Today is the DIKPALAKA Sukta, praying to the DIKPALAKAS, the Devatas who are appointed to preside the different directions, and from there observe the entire Jiva Koti and protect them, bless them, take care of them, even punish them if they do wrong. So the Indra, the Varuna, the Vayu, the Kubera, Yama, these are said to be the Dikpalakas. Sometime instead of Yama, other four only are said. Sometime Varuna is not said. Indra, Vayu, Kubera, Yama. So if you take Indra as the leader of them, then Varuna, Vayu, Kubera, Yama. They are the ones who are there as Dikpalakas. This mantra is addressed to them to again take care of us, protect. In such things, because of the limitation of the words and the mantras, few will be told as indication. The remaining we have to understand. Like somebody tells us, I respect you. It is only a three-worded sentence. But we have to have the discretion, wisdom to understand that he has so many things to say behind those words. He can't say every word in that. In the same way, here also, few things said means other things have to be added. So, who is the Devata Rishi? Sorry, the Brahma is the Rishi to him whom this mantra is revealed. Devatas are the Dikpalakas. Okay, four only are the mantras. So, in various yajnas, mantras, purposes of our protection, safety, security, this mantra vinyoga is there. Vinyoga means utilization. So, uh, first mantra says, the Dikpalakas who are there in east, west, north, south direction, starting from Indra, etc., who are eternal and who are the presiding deities of this Jagat, with these offerings, oblations, I am worshipping them. Mantra 1, 2, O all the presiding devatas of the directions, Dikpalakas, be happy with these offerings which we are offering, and from the Nirruti devatas whose job is to bind us, to give us dukkha, obviously, because of whatever the papa we do, may we be freed from them. So, whatever the sins we have done already, ask them to forgive and don't punish us severely. And give us also the wisdom that we don't commit sins again and again, prompting the Nirrutyadi Devatas to trouble us or punish us. Same way, O Lord Kubera, I am praying you that give me all the variety of the dhana that's required for my safety, security, for my external services, for my worships of the Lord. You know, the yajna upasana for whatever is required. So I am this way taking support of you. I am at your feet surrendered. These are my oblations to you, receive them. So it is you blessing me, because of which at my body mind level I am sufficiently healthy that I am able to do this havana to make you peaceful or happy. So give me the required of wealth all the time to me, so that I don't have the worry and thought of not having the resources to do my dharma and my various adhyatmika activities. Oh, all the Dikpalakas, may my mother be safe and secured, happy, healthy. Oh all Dikpalakas, may my father be healthy, happy, always. So too, all my Santana and all my Pashu Sampada. I pray in this way, and not only this, the entire universe be filled with the positive wealth, positive values, positive wisdom, all of them. And we as human beings, may we see every day for 100 years Bhagavan Surya. Means, may we live for 100 years. These are the indicated. From this, having learned, we have to know as to what for we have to pray to those devatas. And we deserve praying when we worship them. So worship them, isn't it? That's how earlier days, by fully engaging in such yajnas, upasanas, people used to protect themselves from their own minds and the Ishvara's mind called as Maya, which creates this tempting world. Very intelligent they used to be. Right? Let's start. Om Atha अथर्व अथ वेदपारायणम् अथर्वणवेदान्तर्गत दिक्पालकसूक्तम् ॐ आशानाम् आशापालेभ्यः ॐ आशानाम् आशापालेभ्यः चतुर्भ्यो अमृतेभ्यः चतुर्भ्यो अमृतेभ्यः इदं भूतस्याध्यक्षेभ्यो इदं भूतस्याध्यक्षेभ्यो विधेम हविषा वयं विधेम हविषा वयम्. Asha means directions in Sanskrit. Om Ashanam Ashapalebhyah Chaturbhyo Amrutebhyah Idam Bhutasyaadhyakshebhyo Vidhema Havisha Vayam. Om Ashanam Ashapalebhyah Chaturbhyo Amrutebhyah Idam Bhutasyaadhyakshebhyo Vidhema Havisha Vayam. Second. य आशानाम् आशापालाः य आशानाम् आशापालाः चत्वारस्तनदेवाः चत्वारस्तनदेवाः तेनो निवृत्याः पाशेभ्यो तेनो निवृत्याः पाशेभ्यो मुञ्चतां हसो हसः मुञ्चतां हसो हसः. Hasa means since, munchata means get freed. य आशानाम् आशापालाः चत्वारस्तनदेवाः तेनो निवृत्याः पाशेभ्यो मुञ्चतां हसो हसः. य आशानाम् आशापालाः चत्वारस्तनदेवाः तेनो निवृत्याः पाशेभ्यो मुञ्चतां हसो हसः. Third. अस्रामस्त्वाहविषाय जामे अस्रामस्त्वाहविषाय जामे अश्लोणस्त्वा घृतेन जुहोमि अश्लोणस्त्वा घृतेन जुहोमि. य आशानाम् आशापालस्तुरीयो य आशानाम् आशापालस्तुरीयो देवः स नः देवः स नः सुभूतमेह वक्षत देवः स नः सुभूतमेह वक्षत. अस्रामस्त्वाहविषाय जामे अश्लोणस्त्वा घृतेन जुहोमि. य आशानाम् आशापालः तुरीयो देवः स नः सुभूतमेह वक्षत. अस्रामस्त्वाहविषाय जामे अश्लोणस्त्वा घृतेन जुहोमि. य आशानाम् आशापालस्तुरीयो देवः स नः सुभूतमेह वक्षत. Fourtham, स्वस्ति मात्रा उत पित्रेणो अस्तु स्वस्ति गोभ्यो जगते पुरुषेभ्यः विश्वं सुभूतं सुविदत्रन्नो अस्तु जोगे वदृशेषु सूर्यं स्वस्ति मात्र उत पित्रेणो अस्तु स्वस्ति गोभ्यो जगते पुरुषेभ्यः विश्वं सुभूतं सुविदत्रन्नो अस्तु जोगे वदृशेषु सूर्यं स्वस्ति मात्र उत पित्रेणो अस्तु स्वस्ति गोभ्यो जगते पुरुषेभ्यः विश्वं सुभूतं सुविदत्रन्नो अस्तु जोगे वदृशेम सूर्यम्. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ अथ अथर्वणवेदान्तर्गत दिक्पालकसूक्तम्. ॐ आशानाम् आशापालेभ्यश्चतुर्भ्यो अमृतेभ्यः इदं भूतस्याध्यक्षेभ्यो विधेम हविषा वयं. य आशानाम् आशापालाः चत्वारस्तनदेवाः तेनो निवृत्याः पाशेभ्यो मुञ्चतां हसो हसः. अस्रामस्त्वाहविषाय जामे अश्लोणस्त्वा घृतेन जुहोमि. य आशानाम् आशापालस्तुरीयो देवः स नः सुभूतमेह वक्षत. स्वस्ति मात्र उत पित्रेणो अस्तु स्वस्ति गोभ्यो जगते पुरुषेभ्यः विश्वं सुभूतं सुविदत्रन्नो अस्तु जोगेव दृशेषु सूर्यम्. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. ॐ अथ दिक्पालकसूक्तम्. ॐ आशानाम् आशापालेभ्यः चतुर्भ्यो अमृतेभ्यः इदं भूतस्याध्यक्षेभ्यो विधेम हविषा वयं. य आशानाम् आशापालाश्चत्वारस्तनदेवाः तेनो निवृत्याः पाशेभ्यो मुञ्चतां हसो हसः. अस्रामस्त्वाहविषाय जामे अश्लोणस्त्वा घृतेन जुहोमि. य आशानाम् आशापालः तुरीयो देवः स नः सुभूतमेह. स्वस्ति मात्र उत पित्रेणो अस्तु स्वस्ति गोभ्यो जगते पुरुषेभ्यः विश्वं सुभूतं सुविदत्रन्नो अस्तु योगेवदृशेषु सूर्यम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Friends, what a beautiful Vedic chanting. Every day when these are chanted, it feels like the divine is telling us to tune to the Vedika Jivana Vidhana, Vedika mantras, Vedika Jnana, through which all the Purusharthas, Mukhya Rupena for us, the Chaturtha Moksha Purushartha is obtained sooner, quickly. So divine it is, and a feeling of guilt, regret that why didn't we learn all these mantras and chant right from the beginning and invoke the Kripa? If we had done it by now, we would have been in different state of our evolution. Nevertheless, better late than never. At least now we have started. But one thing, we are doing it in the class. Let it be done with utmost Bhakti Shraddha. Extend it even beyond the class also to try to do these Ucharanas, these sadhanas throughout the day as long as possible. Totally, finally, we have to drown in our Adhyatmika sadhana jivana. Now, in our second topic, we are doing the Mantra Purvaka Dhyanam. In that, the Nakshatra Gayatri mantras, a unique ones we are chanting. 18 of them we have seen. Today we'll do the 19, 20, 21. The 18 mantras we saw were Ashwini Bharani Kritika, Rohini Mrugashira Ardra, Punarvasu Pushya Ashlesha, Maka Pura Palguni Uttara Palguni, Hasta Chaitra Swati, yesterday Vishaka Anuradha and Jeshta. Today Mula Nakshatra and Purva Shadha, then Uttara Shadha. Okay, this Mula Nakshatra is Praja Adhipa. Mula Nakshatra Devata has authority on the Praja. We are the Praja. So we can ask, oh Mother, the Mula Rupa Tattva, may we know it. You are there, Mula, just support us. Because the Mula, the base should be strong. So Om Prajadhipayai Vidmahe Maha Prajadhipayai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Mula Prachodayat. So Prajadhipayai, every of the Praja, Mahaprajadipaye, especially those who are devotees and sadhakas. Like the parents take care of all their children. But if one or two are more deserving, more loving, more prosperous, prospectus, they will be taken care of by the parents. Not because of their biasness, but the child deserves it. You cannot have the same love, isn't it? Like to a guru also. All students are same, but some are showing, more respect, more sadhana, or more good things he is doing. He should be valued more, na? Then how will he be encouraged, and how others will be encouraged? Isn't it? Careful about it. So here also, Praja Adhipayai and Maha Praja Adhipayai. Next is Purvashadha. So this Purvashada is Samudra Kamayai Vidmahe. Mudra means Mudam Rati iti. The giver of Ananda. Mahabijitayai Dhimahi. Therefore, Bija for all this Ananda is this Purva Ashada Devata Nakshatra. So, Samudra Kamayai Mahabijitayai is her mantra. Then comes Uttarashada Nakshatra. Here, Vishwe Devayai Vidmahe Mahashadayai Dhimahi Tanno Uttarashada. So Uttarashada is said to be in contact with all the Vishwe Devas. Vishwe Devas has a specific Devata Guru. Vishwe also means survey. So all devatas in touch with Uttarashadha. To connect to Uttarashadha, we connect to all devatas. That way we can think. Point one. Point two, like every day, Vidmahe, we know these nakshatra devatas to be very much existing, receiving our upasanas and blessings. They are in turn none other than the Ishvara, Parameshwara, and they are none other than Sakshat Parabrahma. This is Vidmahi. In the Dhimahi aspect, with all devotion, single pointedness, we worship them with all the means of worship and reach to the peak of all the upasanas called as meditation Dhimahi. Then at that moment we ask what we need from that Devata Prachodayat. Let there be every moment's prachodhanam toward the ultimate truth, not wasting even a moment an opportunity. And what we are saying here, anything miss out, you add them and enhance the beautiful feeling of prayer, quality of prayer. Start. Om Prajadhipayai Vidmahe Mahaprajadhipayai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Moola Prachodayat. Om Prajadhipayai Vidmahe Mahaprajadhipayai Cha Dhimahi Tanno Moola Prachodayat. Om Prajadhipayai Vidmahe Mahaprajadhipayai Cha Dhimahi तन्नो मूला प्रचोदयात् ॐ प्रजाधिपायै विद्महे महाप्रजाधिपायै च धीमहि तन्नो मूला प्रचोदयात् ॐ प्रजाधिपायै विद्महे महाप्रजाधिपायै च धीमहि तन्नो मूला प्रचोदयात् ॐ प्रजाधिपायै विद्महे महाप्रजाधिपायै च धीमहि तन्नो मूला प्रचोदयात् ॐ प्रजाधिपायै विद्महे महाप्रजाधिपायै च धीमहि तन्नो मूला प्रचोदयात् ॐ प्रजाधिपायै च विद्महे महाप्रजाधिपायै च धीमहि तन्नो मूला प्रचोदयात् ॐ प्रजाधिपायै च विद्महे महाप्रजाधिपायै च धीमहि तन्नो मूला प्रचोदयात् ॐ प्रजाधिपायै च विद्महे महाप्रजाधिपायै च धीमहि तन्नो मूला प्रचोदयात् ॐ प्रजाधिपायै च विद्महे महाप्रजाधिपायै च धीमहि तन्नो मूला प्रचोदयात् ॐ प्रजाधिपायै विद्महे महाप्रजाधिपायै च धीमहि तन्नो मूला प्रचोदयात् समुद्रकामायै महाबीजितायै ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढा प्रचोदयात् ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढा प्रचोदयात् ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढा प्रचोदयात् ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढा प्रचोदयात् ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढा प्रचोदयात् ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढा प्रचोदयात् ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढा प्रचोदयात् ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढा प्रचोदयात् ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढा प्रचोदयात् ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढा प्रचोदयात्। उत्तराषाढ। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे महाषाढायै धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे महाषाढायै च धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे महाषाढायै च धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे महाषाढायै च धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे उत्तराषाढायै धीमहि तन्नो महाषाढायै धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे महाषाढायै धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे महाषाढायै धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे महाषाढायै धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे महाषाढायै धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे महाषाढायै धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे महाषाढायै धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे महाषाढायै धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वे देवायै विद्महे महाषाढायै धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मूल उत्तराषाढ पूर्वाषाढ उत्तराषाढ नक्षत्र देवताभ्यो नमः। तव चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि। आध्यात्मिक साधना निष्ठां प्रदेहि अनुभवं प्रदेहि साधनां प्रति प्रचोदनं नित्यनिरन्तरेण कुरु कुरु स्वाहा. We have done our job of prayers. Now the ball is in the court of the divine. They will bless us. Yes, friends, two things we have done. Our Vedic chanting, our Dhyana Purvaka Mantram. Now the common sense thought. One or two things. Krishna, Vasudeva. One is, as the children, especially when you grow to the age of 25 and 40, even little more 45, your parents by then are now 65, 70. So they will have their own various feelings, emotions, fears. You know, one of them even leave or depart, only one remains. So they will be in that sense of loneliness. So as children, give that extra respect, care, love, concern, and awareness. Simple. That don't be so much selfish. Yourself in your family of wife, husband, and children, that you are neglecting them. That should not happen. Always first preference to them. Awareness. Whichever the places you are going and you can take them, take them. Whichever the places you cannot take them because you have your own personal programs, come back quickly, Call them at least once in every 10-15 minutes and ask how they are. Make them feel that they are not neglected. Because in today's world, you see in this, people have become so busy in their own selfishness, so many of the things that elders they forget. Not that they deliberately do it, but it happens in their inadvertence. Avoid it, be aware of it. Parents are important, mother, father are important. That's it. Throughout life, as long as they are alive. Have that thought. Always aware of them. Even in the office, you call every 1 hour, how are they? Isn't it? So that they are at the psychological level comforted and secured that my children are taking care of me. I need not worry. Don't leave them just lonely. Then that unwanted fears, miseries, disappointments, they gather in themselves. Even at home too, the due respect, due love, due importance, due time, all that has to. That's a very essential, inevitable part of the life. So this is from the children's side to the parents. Now again from the parent side toward the children also, that give the children the freedom. Let them enjoy, let them go, let them move. You try to manage yourself as much as possible without depending on them, giving them their freedom. And when they have to go somewhere, you only tell, अरे आज संडे जाओ अपने दोस्तों के पास. And you celebrate your time in your nidra or any of other your talents or your things which you can do at that age. Best of all is you just tune yourself to the divine through various sadhanas. So even if for any reason children are busy, you as elders don't feel lonely. You be fully occupied with your own intelligent spiritual activities. So both mutually, each of them should say, the parent should say, Array, I am not important, you are important, you go and enjoy. The children also should say, we are not important, you are important. Parents, we are with you, will serve you. In that way, in that loving, concern, mood, cherish each other. Finally, तो जो करना है वही करना है. If the children have to go out, they will go. There is no way. If the parents have to go for a camp or Tirtha Yatra, they will go. जो होना होगा, but at the mind level, that giving security, giving the feeling that we are each with each other, that avoids the unwanted pains, miseries in the mind. Why should we suffer? When such wonderful parents are there, why the children should suffer? When such a wonderful children are there, why the parents should suffer? Even that much. In fact, for that type of comforting each other alone, all these relations. If wife and husband both are there, just enjoy fighting with each other, give freedom to children, enjoy studying Shastras together, enjoy going to some spiritual activities together. At home only enjoy doing various puja upasana. मिलके करो. टुडे आज मंगलवार है, so let us do भगवान हनुमान जी उपासना. बुधवार है, let us do गणपति का. See that in that way, we as individuals should be available to help others more than our own selfishness. In that mood, we have to be, not the other way that the children should never go anywhere, they should only take care of me all the time. ऐसा ही नहीं होना चाहिए. Children also should not think कि how long we have to attend to them, कि हमें अपना काम नहीं है क्या. ऐसा नहीं. They are all immaturities. They are not the right way of living life. The whole society is made up of the units called as families. The family is consisting these beautiful relations. If these relations are maintained properly, healthily, like if one flower is good with all its petals, the entire garland made of all those flowers is such a beautiful one to look at. So to the garden of society to the garland of society or the world, each flower is one family. and each petal is each member. They, when they tune to each other and peaceful at home, cohesive, then from them the thoughts, vibrations of dukkha, disappointments, hatreds, dislikings will not go into the outer world to pollute the outer world. It's the other way around. The thoughts, vibrations that these people are taking care of each other so lovingly, that loving positive vibes only get spread into the world. Isn't it? It is so important, subtle. Like if I go to a village, the moment entered, immediately it is known. In this village, every of the family are lovingly living with each other or fighting. The vibrations will easily tell us. पूरे गांव के सब फैमिली में बहुत मस्त खुशहाल है मानो, पता चल जाता है। लड़ाई झगड़ा कर रहे हैं मानो, वो भी पता चलता है। In any house also we go, we know it. How much they have understood each other, loving each other, sacrificing the egos and personal likes and dislikes, are taking care of each other. पता चलता है. The wife and husband, mother, father, children, parent, सारा पता. This is the true knowledge, isn't it? The knowledge for making life beautiful and better. Other knowledges of science, technology, and professions are only to get the food. वो तो बहुत minimum है. Having good food or comforts is not the complete life. Life is much more at the subtle level of our inner mind, intellect, and mutual relations, etc. So the first thought is, let every family have that beautiful cohesive coordination. And if the grandchildren are there above the age of 12, 13, they are now grown up. They should have some time given to take care of grandparents. To have grandparents is also a luck, a fortune. Everybody do not have. I have never seen my both grandparents. Before I am born, they died. I didn't even look at them. You get a chance. It's a joy in itself. Their wisdom, so many things that are there. Live that way, good, healthy life, at home first. And one more hint can be given that Bahu, the name says Bahu. Bahu means Bahu Prema, Bahu Seva, Bahu Tyaga, Bahu Patience you have to have. That don't instigate the husband against the in-laws, your in-laws and his parents. And that is absolutely uneducated woman she is. She has not understood at all the beauty of life. If at all in these listeners any Bahu is there, take care of in-laws as parents only. And she should not. In fact, if that women, young, married, from the age of 25 ke 30 se beech mein, becomes fully grown, matured, to manage the whole house, that house becomes Swarga, isn't it? If she is so selfish only for her sake, then no other Naraka required. They can easily say to the world, we don't need to go to Naraka. Our Bahu is creating every day at home. These are all simple looking, but have a beginning. From here only the life, the outer also, spiritual also starts. First simple thought is this one. Second is, now as sadhakas, the common sense thought is, time and again, consciously, every time, we have to assess about ourselves, think about ourselves, do that introspection. One, what sadhanas I am doing? Are they correct? And am I doing each one of them, sadhanas, correctly, perfectly, with all this system, whatever the way they have to be done? Am I seeing the result of them? I have to always observe the quality of my sadhanas. Second, as a result of these sadhanas done, where do I stand now in my inner status? Isn't it nowadays in cell phone, they all keep their status. I am busy, I am not available. Status. call me later. Whatever they give, each one gives different captions as status. हाँ, सब इंटेलिजेंट कभी कभी तो मजा आता है देख कर तो. I am not as useless as you, so don't disturb me. That is a status. So what is the status I am having now? What is the state of evolution I am in? बहुत बहुत जरूरी है सोचना. Anyway, in terms of gunas, let us say, still in tamoguna, and that also deha tamoguna, indriyas tamoguna, mana tamoguna, buddhi tamoguna. This tamoguna itself in yoga language called as the muda bhumika. I am mudata में हूँ मैं, or I am in terrible the rajoguna of my antakarana. That is the kshipta and vikshipta. Ki either I sleep tamoguna, or when I get up, I am so disturbed, distracted always. Chanchal, chanchal, chanchal. Am I in that mood still? That means that I have not done any sadhana. I have to win sattva guna. That is the ekagra bhumika. Have I reached to that? No, means you have to reach then. Then think about it, no? What are the things which are pulling me down into the rajas tamas? Mukhya rupena, it is the food. Ahara shuddhau sattva shuddhihi. Then other things which we do through our sense organs and feed our antakarana. Our antakarana is fed continuously with the sense objects by the sense organs. If the objects are tamasic, my vyaktitva becomes so. Rajasic, so. If it is sattvic, it is so. This being aware all the time, knowing where do we stand, knowing where we have to reach, and knowing what to do for that, and fully engaged in doing that is called as awareful sadhaka sadhana yukta jivanam. This we have to, as early as possible, recognize it and keep oneself busy in it, isn't it? That I have to recognize where do I stand. If we are inadvertent, then the personality has its own way to stay, irrespective of whether we are mechanically attending any satsangas or not. है ना? कोई लोग सारे सत्संग सुनते हुए भी रजो तमो को ही मेंटेन करते. कोई लोग नो सत्संग हर्ड but they maintain sattva. Some people attend satsanga also, maintain sattva guna also. Some people no satsanga and no sattva guna, only rajas and tamas. Isn't it? Then another way of looking at the same thing is what? How much I have understood the adhyatmika sadhanas of karma yoga. Am I conscious of the principles of karma yoga all the time? And am I living accordingly? Because Bhagavan Krishna in Gita taught us. In all Shastras, we are taught about it. How far I have established in it. It's an attitude. Always I am a karma, like I am doing this class. In doing this class, I have to be aware that it is my karma yoga sadhana. Wherein, without ego, without selfishness, as an offering to my Guru and the Lord, I am doing this. That attitude I have to maintain. Throughout, how many activities I am doing as karma yoga all through the day. Oh, avashya, because that alone gives the purity. So too in the bhakti sadhana, how much I have understood all the aspects of the bhakti sadhana, or maximum aspects, and how far I have reached in being a bhakta. कुछ कर रहे कि नहीं, कैसे सो जाते हमेशा. By listening to the class, as I told you already, only one benefit, that traffic jam is avoided because you are in the class. That's the only benefit. If it is done only mechanically, we have to do our homework. And in the bhakti sadhana, how much I have practiced, how much I have understood what is the meaning of bhakti, how much I am serious and sincere in doing it. If not done, then what am I doing whole day? चक्कर काट रहा हूँ, काय का चक्कर काट रहा हूँ? Time is going on, no, minute by minute, minute by minute. It won't stop. Like for me, every day, all 6 classes before starting it, it's such a running the time. You have to do so many things. पूजा करनी, अनुष्ठान करनी, ये वो देखते देखते वो गुजरता ही रहता है टाइम. Without doing anything, also time goes on going on. So how much I have reached in my bhakti sadhana, isn't it? How important it is. Yesterday we saw our great Atri Rishi when Bhagavan Rama came. What a wonderful way he has welcomed him, made him sit and do the puja, and now the stuti. Namami Bhaktavatsalam Krupalu Shila Komalam. Wow, what a beautiful mantra. Isn't it? How much I have done bhakti. Once we enter into the bhakti sadhana, karma yoga aspects get reduced. Means we are not so much involved in the karma yoga. Even in karma yoga is what? At a higher level of spiritual sadhana, karma yoga is not taking up any activities by ourselves. Then whatever is presented to us, doing them selflessly without ego as offering to God. In the initial days, to come out of tamaguna, to give proper direction to rajoguna, and utilize all the energies, we take initiatives and do them with Karma Yoga spirit of some outer activities along with the profession. But later on, as we grow, we have to give time energy for the bhakti also. Na? So, therefore, naturally, the Karma Yoga aspect gets reduced. Still, we are in that mood whenever we are supposed to do whatever we have to do, that we do with Karma Yoga spirit. But slowly increasing in our bhakti sadhana. हो रहा है कि नहीं देखो. In the same way, the third aspect of the yoga sadhana. How much I have understood the need of reducing the quantity of the thoughts and purifying the quality of the thoughts. That's called the yoga sadhana. Chitta vritti nirodha. This is higher than the devotion. Next step, because all our upasanas of the Lord are to bring our own mind to such stabilized state that we are naturally peaceful and happy. So, did I understand the yoga sadhana? Abhyasa vairagya, tapasvadhyayeshwara pranidhana, yama niyamadi, asana pranayam pratyara dharana dhyana samadhi. So, is it lingering in my mind कि these sadhanas I have to do करके? When one comes to this yoga sadhana of attending to master one's own prakriti, mainly chitta, bhakti can reduce. Need not give up completely. A part goes on for it. So too the karma yoga, if at all required, it goes on. In fact, once we come to the level of yoga, chitta varana, karma yoga to और कम हो जाता है. I am only attending to my own self. And in the adjustment of the world itself, when I mature to this third level, the first level works are reduced from me. Like in the physical age also, once one reaches to 60, 70 years of age, outer works obviously get reduced. First of all, he gets retired. Second, there is a sympathy from children, grandchildren. दादाजी आपको क्यों तकलीफ हम करेंगे. Outside they say, inside they feel दादाजी will बिगड़ो the काम हम कर लेते हैं. है ना? When the दादाजी says, मैं कार चलाऊंगा at the age 70. The child knows he will go with a bullock cart speed. But he will say in a decent manner, दादाजी क्यों आप इतने साल चलाए, आप आराम से राजा की तरह बैठो, मैं आपके लिए गाड़ी चलाता हूँ. So that means you need not drive the car or any other works to do. Physical level में, as we grow in age, as naturally the works get reduced. Spiritually also, when you come to the yoga sthiti, the karma yoga activities get reduced. They may not become zero, but get reduced. And we need not take new initiatives. So too the bhakti sadhanas and all of them. Now we have to reduce and more interest of importance is given to that chitta shanti, chitta vritti nirodha sadhana. How much I have understood and doing it. And last but not the least is how much of the tattva jnana I am pakka in. How much of the nirdharana in the tattva and its sarupa happened in me and how much I am remembering it. Am I starting to see everything as that tattva? वन वे आई एम सेइंग गुणों के दृष्टि से देखा हमने फिर चार साधनाओं के दृष्टि से एंड एज वी आर बिकमिंग more and more aware of the truth, the reality, the substratum, the yoga sadhana can get reduced. Because ultimately, knowing the self is the realization. Why Bhagavan, Krishna, and Ram are mukta? Because they know the self. And any devata expects from the bhakta sadhakas only to know the self and get realized. No Bhagavan says that you remain as a jiva and suffer. You get bound by your own upadhis. वो तो है ही नहीं हमारा गोल गोल तो knowing the self. So how much in that knowledge I am pakka? How much I am doing it? In fact, throughout the day, try for this fourth. Wherever we can't do it, do the three and go back to four. Three also we can't to do the two and go to the three and four. If the two also cannot be done, the bhakti, do the first one, the karma yoga. Finish it and go to the second bhakti, third yoga, fourth, the Narayana, the Tattva Chintan. With this attitude for a long time when we try, then that maturity comes to manage ourselves and do whatever is to be done or possible at that time, depending on outer and inner situations. I know what is said is so easy, doing is so tough. I know that. Theory is always easier, practice. But then when we start thinking at least in this direction, start doing whatever is in our hands, ideas start coming, understandings will grow, the ability, capacity, maturity to manage everything grows. It's all finally managing. How do I manage my all sadhanas in my one day? Or how do I manage my one day in doing all these required sadhanas? That is the completeness of a spiritual individuality, spiritual human being. Just like before entering the spirituality, same thing of managing all aspects in the world. How I manage my health, how I manage my family, how I manage my social circle, how I manage my profession. ये मजा है जिंदगी में. Human being can and should do this. So too, once one comes to spirituality, how do I manage my tamo rajo guna and eliminate them? How do I manage my sattva guna? Or how am I managing my karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, all these things? For that, where do I stand now? What are the list of sadhanas I am doing? Am I doing them properly, consciously, result orientedly? In this way, when you start thinking, the understandings come. Ultimately, it's all understandings. After understanding, the planning, management, that's how ensuring the thing to be done is done and ensuring that definitely to be achieved evolution is achieved. Right? These are the two, three things today. All the best. May Bhagavan, seeing our innocent surrender and these efforts, give us all the maturity that we are able to celebrate every day by doing the best sadhanas in the best spirit with all clarity. As a minimum, we can ask the Lord. Every day should be a celebration. So when I look back to yesterday, yes, all these sadhanas I have done. And today is at my disposal. Everything I am fully excited to do. My sadhana, outer and inner. There is nothing but joy, nothing but celebration. To that level, we have to come to doing all sadhanas of tapasyas, tyagas, dvairagyas, chittavritti nirodhas, japa, upasana, all of them in a mood of joy and celebration. और हमारा दिन उसी में गुजरता हुआ slowly the instruments have become so finer that we are slowly entering into the meditational heights, and in that meditation all sthula merged in sukshma, sukshma in karana, and karana bypassed, and we are realizing the adhisthana. Yesterday we saw in Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana, Vasishta ji is guiding, no? Ki where is their stula sharira? Everything is ativahika. Chitta only. Everybody is chitta sharira. What a powerful thought with which we concluded yesterday. We start today. By wrong practices, we have projected and gave reality to the stula sharira. And we are living only as stula sharira real. And we are amidst those people who are living like that. Therefore, everybody is like that only. No, Swamiji, why should I be unique? That thought comes. Everybody is same status. Like in a medical college, you won't find any law students. You'll find only medical students. So to a law college, you don't find any engineer. So too, on the earth as human beings, only those who are identified with the Deha, they are there. That doesn't mean that is ultimate. From the Sthula Deha to the Ativahika, from that to the Chidakasha, our goal should be. सब ऐसे जी रहे ना, हाँ किसी को नहीं जीना चाहिए ऐसे. कम से कम तुम तो शुरू करो. Not to live as Sharira, evolve from the Dehosmi to Jivosmi, and from there to Brahmahamasmi. Isn't it? Bodha bhasat shuddha bodham vivichyat atiyatnataha. This you are listening, so you do. Others not doing, they don't listen. They are not getting chance to listen. तुम्हें सुनने को मिला तुम करो. Seeing you, they must learn. Thank you. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं वदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् ओम विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किंचन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो द्रुतमेव विदेहि कृपां सहजां भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणम्. ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परम सुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्. Parayanam Atha Chaturthodhyayah 16, 17, 18. Om Sarvatah Panipadam Tata Sarvatokshishiro Sarvatah Shrutimaloke Sarvamavritya Tishtati Sarvendriya Gunabhasam Sarvendriya Vivarjitam Sarvasya Prabhumishanam Sarvasya Sharanam Bruhato Navadvare Pure Dehi Hamso Lelayate Bahihi Vashi Sarvasya Lokasya Sthavarasya Charasya Cha. Now come to our mantra, 18th one. दो बार पढ़ ले. ओम यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तगुंहदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये. यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तगुंहदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये. See, this world is having so many shows continuously. All of them are happening because the beings are there. No, beings are there because of Brahmadeva created the Shariras and gave them. So the entire thing is happening because of Brahmadeva. But where from Brahmadeva has come? He is the expression of that Paramatma only, na? So to that Paramatma who projected Brahmadeva and through him the whole play of the Srishti playing, directly him I am surrendering to. That is how the mantra has to be, after understanding the literal meaning, taken to the heart. This is how the feeling should be. So too, the whole world is playing the play of knowledge only, playing the play of intelligence only. And all the play of intelligence is, knowledge is in Veda only. So who is the one who gave that Veda also? Again that same Parabrahma Paramatma. Yo vai Vedanscha Prahinot. To him I am praying. And what for I am praying and surrendering to him? Mumukshurvai. I just want to get freed from all limitations. Even I don't want to become Brahmadeva, nor I want to have the Siddhanta Vedanta Veda Jnana. I want to first reach to the substratum. That's the meaning of mumukshu. What is a mumukshu? Other than my essential ultimate reality, the self, everything else being bandhana, I don't want it. As a mumukshu, I am just surrendering to that Lord to take me even the Brahmadeva and Veda sthiti. They are all in the manifested world. I want to reach the unmanifest reality level. For that I am surrendering to Him only, because He alone can bless Brahmadeva and all of us with that moksha. Finally. And how, as a mumukshu, having surrendered to Him, I am blessed by Him for realization? Atma Buddhi Prakash. That word we have to thoroughly study. It is 2-3 meanings are given by the Bhashyakara. So I'm just saying this shloka can be in that way interpreted or felt in so many ways. We are saying every day one or the other kona angle. Today this angle. The whole world is running by the wisdom and it is run by Brahmadeva, and both of them are given by the reality. To that Paramatma I am surrendering. And he is always surrendered in a Sarvanama only, Yaha Yaha. Because he is Sarva and he has no Nama Rupa. If you cannot do that, do it Rupa Nama Rupa, Krishna and Rama. But don't limit your drishti to Krishna Rama, and don't limit Krishna and Rama to only their avatara level. They are beyond, they are none other than Brahman only. Take Rama and Krishna as alambana in between for the mind to focus. But through that, go beyond. Go beyond to that Ishvara. Go beyond to that Parabrahma. You and I, as students of Upanishads and the pursuers of the reality, We have to that way rise the standard of our thinking, our sadhanas. Highest standard is that. All other are sadhanas, but not at the highest level. I love my Rama, I love my Krishna. I hate Krishna because I am Rama Bhakta. I hate Krishna Bhaktas also. I don't even talk to them. These are all vachalo, isn't it? For us, every devata we worship, but through them we see Prachodayat, the ultimate reality only. So again feel that mantra. Yaha, that Parabrahma, Brahmanam Vidadati, created Brahmadeva. Yahavai, again he himself, Tasmai, to that Brahmadeva, Vedan Prahinoti, has given the Veda Jnana. What is that Veda Jnana? We told you. Tamha Devam, to that Deva, Atma Buddhi Prakasham, illuminator of the Atma Buddhi. By being a Mumukshurvai, Aham me, Sharanam Prabhadhe, surrendering. So by being a Mumukshu, I am surrendering to that Parabrahma Paramatma for him to bestow upon me the Atma Buddhi, who is the provider of the Vedas to Brahmadeva, whom he himself has created. From the top to bottom to the top. Top to the bottom, that Brahman who created Brahmadeva, the one who has given to him the Vedas, and the one when prayed gives the Atma Buddhi to that Lord. Being a Mumukshu, I am surrendering. See, if you know the meaning thoroughly and contemplatingly in that mood, pray to them, Ishvara, the Paramatma, the Parabrahma, it works. It works wonders. If not, that would have not been the part of this Upanishad and would have not become so famous a mantra. This mantra is chanted in almost so many of the ashramas because directly the Brahmadeva is addressed and prayed for the Brahmanubhuti. Tamhadevam Atmabuddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Aham Sharanam Pravande. Okay. Now in that, up to what we have seen yesterday, Tam Ha. Ha means Avadharana. Avadharana means Eva. Tam Eva Paramatmanam Eva. We have to do Sharanagati. So here the Shwethashwathara Rishi demonstrating to us कि इस तरह करना चाहिए. So tam eva paramatmanam eva aham sharanam prapadde. So that tam eva, ha word meaning the avadharana meaning eva means exclusiveness. To prove that these two quotations are given. Yesterday we saw one of them, second one we will see. What was the first one? Ki tameva dhiro vijnaya prajnam kurvita brahmanaha nanudhyayad bahun shabdan vacho viglapanam hitato. So, tameva vijnaya prajnam kurvita. Knowing that Supreme Brahman alone is everything, prajnam kurvita, let the thoughts be always tuned to him. O Lord, you bless me to reach you. O reality, O Brahman. Because in another Upanishad Katha and all, we have seen, no? Yam eva eshaha vrunute tena labhya. Here, yam atmanam eva eshaha sadhakaha vrunute. When we ask the Lord and ask Him only to bless us with that vision. Then the next line was Tasya Esha Atma Swam Tanu Vrunite. To the one who is desiring the Paramatma Anubhuti and praying to that Paramatma only to reveal that miracle happens of removal of the Maya Parda, and we see that alone everywhere. It's just a fraction of second, like a huge dream of so many miseries. In a fraction of second goes when we wake up. So much of fear that it is a snake goes in a fraction of a second when the rope is apprehended. So, Tameva Dhiro Vijnaya. Tameva means that Parabrahman only. Dhira Purusha, a wise person. Vijnaya, having understood to be the substratum. Prajnam Kurvita. Here, Prajnam Kurvita means always in the Chitta, have the thoughts of prayers only to him. What about all other stotras, prayers, variety of devatas? Na anudhyayat bahun shabdat. अब इतने में फंसो मत. जब वो वाला मिल गया तो बाकी सब छोड़ सकते. भाई वाचो विज्ञापनम ही दत्त. It's all tiredness, exhaustion, fatigueness of only your Vani, your all upadhis. That's why we ourselves in the initial days, तालियां बजाते हुए, झूमते हुए, नाचते हुए, in many what you call musical instruments बजाते हुए भजन करते. But when we keep on studying Vedanta and realize the Brahman, understand him, slowly all these get reduced automatically. Finally, this state, tameva vijnaya prajnam kurvita. All other is vacho viglapanam. Vacho viglapanam also means you are stuck up only at the Vani level. You are stuck up only at the level of the Bhagavan as Rupa Nama or Avatara or even Leelas. They are all to enhance our faith in the presence and glory of the Lord. Isn't it? Beyond that, we have to go to realize the Lord as the Chidananda Brahman, and that is as me. Therefore, eva शब्द का एक्सप्लेनेशन के लिए तमेव धीरो विज्ञाय प्रज्ञाम कुर्वीत ब्राह्मण बृहदारण्य का quoted by Shankara Bhagavan. And here na anudhyayat bahun shabdan is so many other things you need not get caught up. So many gurus go, acharyas, you go and listen from them. Each one talks about one devata and their glory and those Puranas, those kathas. अब पकड़ो तुम भगवान नृसिंह को, तुमको सारे क्या कहते हैं ना धन संपदा देवेंगे. और दक्षिणामूर्ति को पकड़ो या हनुमान जी को पकड़ो या कृष्ण. Everybody will tell something. You understood all devatas by substratum parabrahma only. Yeah, you pray to him. That's the meaning of na anudhyayat bahun shabdan, which in our understanding level comes in so many bhajans, kirtans, stotras as like this. Tameva mata cha pita tameva or aura devata chitta na dharai hanuvat sei. Like that almost every stotra says. The meaning of that is this only. कि न अनुध्यायात बहुन शब्दान एंड और भी बताए तो वाचो विज्ञापनम हित इट इज एन एक्सर्शन टायर्डनेस ओनली ऑफ द वाणी. वाणी level we do to reach to mind level we reach to buddhi level. From the buddhi level we have to reach to the substratum level. When the substratum is understood, that should be the goal and he alone should be prayed. That's what is taught to us in this mantra. Okay. Now the other quotation is from the Mundaka Upanishad. बहुत सुंदर है ये तो. What was that? कि तमेव एकम जानता आत्मानम. है ना? There's only one self is there. You are that. Seek him. If at all you are in a mood of prayer, pray to that self only to reveal. Other than that, any other things is anyavacho vimunchatha. All other words, you drop them. Because this sufficient amrutasya esha setu as a bridge, it will take you across the mruti to amruta swarupa. And same thing said in Viveka Chudamani is what? Shabda jalam maharanyam chitta brahmana karanam. Words, 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 words. You and I are doing that only from so many years. Only words, not even one sadhana we even started only. Shankara Bhagavan told in the beginning only, Shabda Jala Maharanyam and Chitta Brahmana Karanam. It only makes your Chitta Brahmita in the Shabdas. Ataha, therefore, Prayatnat with effort Jnatavyam Tattva Ijnyahi Tattvam Atmanaha. So, Atmana Tattvam Jnatavyam Tattva Ijnyahi. Focus on that. So, in this way, slowly to that one without second reality, we have to reach as in our understanding that that alone is real, there is nothing other than it as real. Slowly, therefore, that alone is my goal, that level we have to come. Then only Manana Chintana of that we do. Even we have to do the prayers, prayer to Him only we do. And every religion, everybody is praying to that only, Paramatma Tattva, in their different forms and names. That's why you see some of them has written that nice one. He must be a matured person having some Upanishadic Jnanam, this life or earlier life. then only that writings come. Yam Vaidika mantra drusha Purana Indram Yamam Matarishwanamaho Vedantino Nirvachaniyamekam Yam Brahma Shabdena Vinirdishanti Shaivayamisham Shivaitya Yam Vaishnava Vishnuritistuvanti Buddhastatarhanniti Bauddha Jainaha Satsriyakaleti cha Sikha Santah शास्तेति केचित् कतिचित् कुमाराः स्वामीति मातेति पितेति भक्त्या यं प्रार्थयन्ते जगदीशितारं स एक एव प्रभुरद्वितीयः. It is a prayer. In that ultimate Brahman is prayed, who is alone is prayed in different forms by different people. This is what the I think the RSS या उनका ये prayer है. Ultimate है वो. Great or somebody their prayer it is. So here also तमेव एकम जानत आत्मानम अन्यावाचो विमुंचतः. So these are the few sample authorities given to you to say that do the Sharanagati only to him, nobody else. Okay. Now after these two quotations are given, now we have to go further. Devam, tam devam, tagam devam atma uddhi prakash. Deva means jyotihi jyotirmayam. And who is that one who has given to this Brahmadeva the Vedas, created Brahman, this Brahmadeva, and gave him Vedas? It is the Brahman whose Swarupa is Jyotir Swarupa, pure consciousness. And what we realize on the state of meditation finally is everything is Kantimaya, everything is Chaitanyamaya. So everything is Chaitanya, and that Chaitanya is Sat, and Sat and Chaitanya is Ananda Swarupa. आनंदमय चैतन्यमय चिन्मय गुरुदेव. Enough. Anandamaya Chaitanyamaya Sadmaya. That's it. So Deva means Jyotirmayam. Then Atma Buddhi Prakasham. Those lines we have to study. Here he says Devam Jyotirmayam Atma Buddhi Prakasham. This sentence now we will spend time to study. First, Atmani ya buddhihi tasyaha prasadakaram. First meaning of Atma Buddhi prasadam. Prasadakaram means giver. Prasad jo dete. Prasadakaram means having given, making us happy with the gift given and received. Yesterday again, Tulsi Ramayana. Like the Atriji gave the Kandamula to Rama. And Bhagavan Rama felt so happy with them. He felt so happy. Bhai, Sri Ram ko bhai ho. So he gave him the joy of giving them and receiving. Very trickish, subtle way of saying. Here also, Prasadakara means giver, and having given, made happy. Now the question is, what is that which is given? What is given is Atmani ya buddhihi tasyaha prasadakaram. We have our buddhi, our thoughts. Generally, the buddhi, antakarana thoughts always think about the anatma of the shariradi or the outer world. Instead of that, in the buddhi, when the thoughts are only of the atman, that is called as atma buddhi. That prasadakara means giver. And not only that, there is a prasada means happiness also. Three happinesses. First happiness is the Lord has given me the Atma Buddhi. Second is I have received and maintaining the Atma Buddhi is equal to my Buddhi में हमेशा आत्म वस्तु के विचार है. तीसरा, my Buddhi has merged in that Atman. Now I am experiencing that. These three are called the Prasadakaram. So Atma eva Buddhi
तस्य प्रसादकरम, और आत्मनि या बुद्धि तस्याह प्रसादकरम, आत्मनि या बुद्धि तस्याह प्रसादकरम, आत्मा में बुद्धि लगना वो भगवान ने दिया, वो हमने लिया, हम उससे खुश हैं, उसको हमने प्रैक्टिस की, उसमें फाइनली my buddhi has settled in the Atman. What is the settlement of buddhi in the Atman? That the Atman alone is real and I am that. So this is one meaning of Atmani ya buddhi tasyaha prasadakaram. Okay. Now prasanne hi parameshware buddhirapi tadvishaya prama nisprapanchakara brahmatmana avatishtete vartate. So this needs some 5 to 6 minutes explanation. Little subtle it is. Only when the Paramatma is prasanna and he pleases and blesses us, that our buddhi can tune to Paramatma. Ishvara Anugraha Deva Pumsam Advaita Vasana, like that. That is the meaning of the second sentence. Prasannehi Parama Ishvare Buddhihi Api Tad Vishaya Prama Nisprapancha Akara Brahmatmana Avatishtate Vartate. Very, very subtle thought. I tell you for a 2 minutes only with full clarity understanding. That I will not be able to communicate and you cannot understand. With that spashtata I am telling. Ki, if I put my buddhi in the Lord, two problems there. One, putting my buddhi in the Lord is a karma, no? So therefore it becomes a karma. Second, as long as I put my buddhi in the Lord, I remain. As long as I remain, the reality is not realized. Therefore, the realization cannot be by my effort. If it is not by my effort, then what is the other option left? It is by His grace. Therefore, it is by His grace only we'll be able to focus our chitta in Him. That's the subtlest thought. That's why I said, I may not be able to communicate, you may not be able to catch. Today, tomorrow, starting with this, we continue further. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shrutimatre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. So wonderful it is. Now let us study Gita 65 shloka.